In this video, we're talking about YouTube SEO and more specifically, what to write in your video description to optimize it for the YouTube algorithm. If you want more views on YouTube or if you want to make money on this platform, you need to get a good understanding of YouTube SEO. It is the thing that's going to help you get to the top of the search results the quickest. So I've broken down how to make a great video description into 8 different tips. The first one is to make sure your description is rich with keywords. Now we're talking about YouTube SEO and how to optimize our videos for the YouTube algorithm, so this is an obvious starting point. You need to make sure your video description is rich in the keywords you've chosen for that specific video. If you're not really sure what keywords are all about, I have a video where I take a deep dive into keywords, so I'll link that in this video description so you can check it out. But basically you want to have a couple keywords that really represent the content of your video, and you want to put those in all different places. One of the places you put them is in your video description. Along with having a keyword-rich description is tip number 2, make sure the most important stuff, like keywords, is above the fold. Whenever you watch a video on YouTube, you probably notice that when you see the video description, you only see a couple lines and then you'll see the words show more. Well, anything above that show more is above the fold. Anything that's in your description that's below that is considered below the fold. So you want to make sure your strongest keywords and your most important information is above the fold. All the other stuff can hang out below the fold. The section above the fold is really important for the YouTube algorithm to understand your video, but it's also important for viewers. So that's the first thing they're going to see when they see your video description, and so you want them to know what your video is about before they click on it. Another thing that's really important for your viewers to understand what your video is about is tip number 3, and that is write like a human. You really need to know your audience and know how they speak and write a video description that works for them. You don't want your video description to just be a whole list of keywords. That's not going to help anybody, and it'll probably encourage viewers to not click on your video, which is the opposite of what we want. You want to use language that's familiar to your ideal audience so that when they read your description, it makes sense. The fourth thing I want to talk about when it comes to video descriptions is the use of hashtags. A lot more people are using hashtags on YouTube, but not everyone is. So this is a really great opportunity for you as a creator to kind of get ahead of the game. Now, when you use hashtags on your videos, don't put them in your video title. I see a lot of people doing that. If you put the hashtags in your video description, YouTube will still pick them up and place your video in that appropriate hashtag, so you don't need them in your title. That just looks a little messy. So put those hashtags below the fold, and one important thing to note is that if you use more than 15 hashtags, YouTube will ignore anything past 15. So you're allowed to use 15 hashtags to describe your video and use them in the description below the fold. Something that's really great to include in your video description, but it's also very easy to mess up, is when you include links in your description. So you should definitely be including links in your video description, whether you're linking to playlists that you've created, which is a great way to keep people on your YouTube channel, or maybe a product or a freebie or your website. You should definitely be including links in your description. I say it's easy to mess up because you gotta make sure the links are clickable. No one can follow the link if they can't click it. Very few people are gonna copy and paste that link into their web browser, so you need to make sure it's clickable, and you do that by making sure you include that HTTPS://. You have to have that in front of every link in your video description to ensure that people can click on it. Next up, you should be including a call to action or a CTA in your video description. Now, a call to action is something you should have in your video, but if you tell someone to do something in your video, you definitely need to have that in the description as well. So if you say, oh, go watch this video or this playlist I've created, have that link down below in the description, but you should also have some calls to action in your video description. So encourage them to subscribe, even if you don't say that in the video. Encourage them to go check out your product or other things. List all that in your video description below the fold. So for this video, I have 2 calls to action. If you go down in the video description, you will see them. The first is I've put together a YouTube video checklist for you guys. So it walks you through everything you need to think about when you're creating a video, when you're editing it, when you're uploading it, all the steps that I take when I make YouTube videos. The second is to join my free Facebook group where we talk about YouTube growth strategies. We do a lot of fun stuff in that group. I go live every Friday to answer questions that you guys have. Like I said, if you go down in the video description, you will see those calls to action. One really cool thing you can do in your YouTube video description is using timestamps. If you see on this video, it's segmented up on the timeline. That's because I've included timestamps in the video description. It depends on what type of video you're making, but if you're making any tutorial, how-to, step-by-step videos, then timestamps are a really valuable tool. They're super easy to add to the video description. If you're curious about how to do that, I did make a video about that, so you can click the link down below or click the info card up in the corner and go watch that video. My last tip for optimizing your YouTube video descriptions is to set up a default video description. So once you have a format that you really like, maybe you have some links that you want to include in every video, like your subscribe link, or if you just want to have some prompts, don't forget to add keyword-rich description here. Don't forget to do timestamps, stuff like that. You can actually set up an upload default in your YouTube Studio, and that will provide you a template or format that you can have for every video. So when you go to upload a new video, your standard format will be there ready for you to just kind of fill in the blanks. Hopefully video descriptions are starting to make a little more sense. If you have any questions about what to include in your video description or what not to include in your video description, please leave a comment down below. If you're ready to learn more about YouTube SEO and how you can get more views on YouTube, I recommend this video right here. My name is Kristen Williams. I'm a full-time YouTuber. This is my family's 6th YouTube channel where I'm teaching all of our YouTube growth strategies. So please subscribe and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.